All right, Shalom. First off, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakal Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. So, as you can see on the article, we're going to go into this article right here that's titled Half of Americans Are Just One Paycheck Away from Financial Disaster. And, articles like this have they pretty much like always be popping up here and there as far as when it comes to talking about the market and stuff and people in America, because they would tell you on the news and whatnot, on the what's the CNBC stuff like that, the the money news and stuff, the Market Watch. They'll tell you that things are getting better for the working class, so to speak, and minimum wage going up, all that other BS. Jobs are increasing, unemployment rates are going down. Yet you still have articles like this popping up, saying that half of Americans are just one paycheck away from financial disaster. Now, why is that if things are supposedly getting better? And clearly, the things that are getting better, it's only getting better for the 1%, like always.
Yeah, and you have to keep in mind what do they have, what's going on as well right now, um, chiefly between the U.S., Trump being the face of the U.S. and China,
Mm-hmm.
the trade wars, which Trump making a proud, boastful statement as he always does, saying that what these tariffs is actually benefiting America, but in all actuality, we those that actually know how the economy is going and how how things go knows that that's a bold faced lie, and that's further crippling and damaging the economy, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yep, exactly. So I'm gonna read a little bit of this article and then we're gonna hit some precepts. So it says missing more than one paycheck is a one-way ticket to financial hardship for nearly half of the country's workforce. A new study from NORC at the University of Chicago, an independent social research institution, found that 51% of working adults in the United States would need to access savings to cover necessities if they missed more than one paycheck. Certain communities were more prone to economic hardship in the event of missing a paycheck. Roughly two-thirds of households earning less than 30,000 annually and Hispanic households would be unable to cover basic living expenses after missing more than one paycheck, the researchers found. Yeah, and 30,000 annually is really not anything because that's not even, counting taxes getting took out of that. And then you get most of it going towards your rent. Like it says, your the so-called necessities, rent, gas, what if you got bridge tolls, phone bills,
Groceries,
electricity,
yeah,
groceries, all the necessity things that you got to pay for. So really, 30,000 isn't a lot if
fraction everything,
if you factor in everything.
yeah.
That's why everybody in the predicament that they're in, you know, because these jobs, majority of the jobs that are out here, it's not jobs where you want to make any money. The jobs that do come, that are being presented to people, it's all what, be a Uber driver, be a server,
Yeah,
be working in a warehouse,
yeah, it's
all grunt work basically.
done.
All low level grunt work where you're making like $9, all low level paying jobs. Not any jobs really where you're making high level money. You know. Continuing on, it says the findings were based on a survey of more than 1,000 adults. The researchers interviewed a nationally representative panel designed to be indicative of the U.S. population. The survey provides a sobering look at Americans' precarious finances even as the economy is improving. Jobs are more plentiful in the stock market, despite this week's volatility, generally continued its upward trajectory this year. Though the wage growth has accelerated recently, those gains have been concentrated among the wealthiest Americans most. So, like it just mentioned, uh, what did it say? It said jobs are more plentiful. Like people are still doing bad, pretty much, even though jobs are plentiful. There's plenty of jobs out here. Yet, like I was going into the jobs that are out here, because I be looking here and there just to check out what's out there, and pretty much it's all BS.
Yep.
Ain't nothing where you can just go out there. All right, I'm gonna just get one job, work full time, and be fine. It ain't no job that's paying you like that, where you could just work that one job and be good. You gotta work like damn near 3 jobs off top.
Yep.
Because most of the jobs, like I was saying, they're paying low level wages,
Mm-hmm.
to where if you did work full time, you working full time is still not even a lot of money. You working full time would probably be 30,000 a year, like the article said.
Yep. And the value of the dollar, Salakia, the value of the dollar is fluctuating. It actually is going up. You know, well, it's going down. Salakia, my bad. It's going down. So pretty much, you have to overcompensate for for um for the valuing of the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that you may have you have been accustomed to being able to afford and having a remaining amount of money in your pocket. Hey, you have to overcompensate now. You have to pretty much you have to empty your whole pocket.
Yep.
Just to get the regular bare necessities, let alone what I mean, the little things here and there.
Yep.
So pretty much it's causing people to have to be to further having to slave. Get an extra job. Dedicating their time to getting more FRNs.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get this scripture real quick.
I got something too.
In Proverbs.
Yeah, and this is all indication of Babylon going down the drain. You know, doing how can you tell? Okay, this article that we're going into, what that the brother just brought out, and what compare and contrast. Looking at life and the customs and the way things were going years ago, decades, however long ago you want to go in. It's all better than the time that we're in today. So doing that compare and contrast, you be able to to see that things are progressively getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
Indicating that this America and this society, Esau's world is done, man. This place is over, and things are not going up. It's only going down.
Yep. Everything's only getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
Because here it is. Like the article is going into. They telling you how it was lots of jobs out there and everything, but still people can't even afford to take care of themselves, pretty much, or they barely can afford to take care of themselves.
Yep.
So this is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And that's what's going to start happening. You already see that been going on. Certain it's always people protesting their jobs, like Uber people, the hospital people, the school teachers and shit like that. A lot of people different people be protesting here and there. Yet this is going to actually continue to escalate and get worse, because it's getting harder and harder for you to sustain yourself in America under these conditions. Because like the brother was mentioning, the dollar is devaluing and inflation is actually going on. The prices on things are going up, and your income or your wage that you're being paid at your job isn't matching with the amount you have to put out, the amount of money you have to put out to survive, to sustain yourself here.
That's why a lot of these different jobs like McDonald's and all that shit, these low level jobs, being a teacher, they're what they're for they're doing strikes, they're protesting because that same amount that they signed on for, that they agreed to, is
Mm-hmm.
not cutting it no more. They need a raise. They need more money. They need more income to be able to sustain their the cost of their living. You know, and you're seeing this happen in these other countries as well. Chiefly, what's going on over there in, I believe, France, with the yellow vest. All right, I believe they just entered their 26th straight week of straight protesting, man. All right, and all the turmoil, all that was going on in the Middle East. Guess what? It's coming straight over here, man. All right, you know, and
Yep.
this is all the build up to that, you know, with the articles like what the brothers reading about, and the day to day events that happens here in Babylon. All right, you know, it's all building up to all hell breaking loose, man. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, I got this, and this is all. And we who do you have to thank for that? Going back to what the brother just brought out, the wicked, the
Mm-hmm.
red Hebrew Edomite. All right, the devil Esau. He's the problem. He's doing this on purpose. He have a thing called problem reaction solution.
Yep.
He's creating the problem.
Just like all the jobs that we was mentioning where you're not making any money, all of these jobs are actually going to be taken away. All these jobs that do provide a little bit of money, because they're going to be replaced by AI, robots. So even these jobs that they're talking about that's being out there, all these different jobs that's popping up, they're all going to disappear to robots eventually if this society was to continue on. And that's exactly what the elites want. The wicked, that's what they want. You know, these Edomites, that's exactly what they plan for. Because what we came over here and built this country up. Now that we built it up to the point to where it's at now, where they can now have robots do it instead of actually having the Israelites do the grunt work, they don't need you no more. Now they want to just like eradicate you, do away with you. That's why they're doing everything that you see them doing. All right, setting it up so that you can't succeed here, and so that you just be destitute and be pretty much homeless. Because here it is, all these jobs and stuff is out here, yet homelessness is still increasing as well.
Yeah, Esau has knocked out the class how do you say the divide within the class system. You had the low class, the middle class, and then the high class. But now you
Mm-hmm.
just have the low class and you have the high class, man. That middle class have been knocked out.
Yep.
All right, and now you have everybody screaming about what the 1%. It's really they're talking about the elites, man, the Rothschilds.
Yeah, they never want to go into race when they say the 1%. They just say the 1%, but the 1% are all Edomites. Nobody wants to acknowledge that though.
Yep. Yeah, so that's what it's all coming down to. Esau has a thing on his the Georgia Guidestone, all right, which he wants to control population, to
Mm-hmm.
decrease the population. All right, he wants population to be under 500 million people, I believe.
Yeah.
You know, he wants humanity to be at a 500 a million capacity limit, man. You know, and this is how he's going about that, or he's attempting to. I got this right here. This Isaiah chapter 19 verse 14. It says, "The Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof,
Mm-hmm.
as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit."
Yeah, and this place does have a perverse spirit, all right. Among all the perverseness that goes on here, and then it says that and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof.
Yep.
Everything's messed up.
Hmm.
All right, it's no more. It's no more. They claim that it's jobs out here, yet clearly it's not. It's not right. Whatever jobs are available, you know.
Yeah, it's so many problems.
Mm-hmm.
Problem. This is the problem. Oh, it's a problem with the jobs. Oh, it's a problem with the food. It's a problem with the air. It's a problem with this problem. The problem is Esau.
Yep.
That's the problem. That's the error. Okay, what the brother brought out. What Proverbs 29:2.
Yep.
All right, the wicked being in rulership, and what has he done? He has taken the law, statute, and commandments of the Heavenly Father and totally cast it to the side.
He took, like it's saying in Revelation, he took peace from the earth.
Exactly.
Because you're supposed to be able to sustain yourself off the land, and be able to just provide for yourself without even having to pay taxes to anyone, without having to work a 9 to 5. You working would be you working on your land to provide for yourself, taking care of your cattle.
Yeah, there wouldn't be no issues if the laws were if the laws were in order and instituted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there wouldn't be no problems. All right. Yet, there is issues.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's because of what? That perverse spirit. Which that perverse spirit is ultimately what? Esau.
Mm-hmm.
Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. His influence has been pressed on pressed throughout the earth, man. You know.
Yep.
And it has affected the world and the inhabitants thereof in a horrible way, you know. Verse 15, it says, "Neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do."
Yeah, and that's like I was saying earlier. That's the point that it's coming to, you know, because little do these people think of, or little do they know, all these jobs are going to be taken away. Here it is, you protesting about Uber, you ain't getting paid a fair wage, or your job ain't paying you a fair wage. Well, he's working on getting it to the point to where he doesn't even need you to work at all, you know, and it's not going to be beneficial for you, all right? Because when he's introducing, everybody's liking the fact about the Tesla self-driving this and that, all these self-driving cars. That's going to wipe out all you people, the taxi drivers, the Uber, Lyft drivers, all y'all out the way. These delivery trucks, all this stuff that people do is just going. All these jobs are going to just get totally wiped out. All right, and it's not going to be any work for anyone to do, and that's the direction that this society is headed to. Now they tell you that it's all these jobs out here, but it really is not anything that's going to provide where you can sustain yourself, because you can go get a job right now, like, you know, at the snap of a finger, go, but it's going to be low level, you know.
Yeah.
You're gonna be what you can easily get like we mentioned, a McDonald's warehouse, a delivery, package delivery, something like low level where you can sustain yourself, but it's not. It's like if something goes bad, where you gotta cuff your car get messed up, you gotta drop 500 or 800. It's gonna really hurt you. It hurts your pockets, and you might have to lean on to using credit. That's how bad it is in this society, regardless. At the end of the day, the only thing that's going to fix it is ultimately just Esau being taken out, you know. Because like I was saying, it's not meant for us to live like this. This isn't living. All right, this is just pretty much nothing but confusion, like the scriptures say, you know. This basically everything's backwards. You working, no, not anybody works like damn near nobody works just 8 hours flat in America, you know. A lot of people working over 8 hours. Even if you do just work an 8 hour job, you gotta commute, you know. So that's over 8 hours of your day going off top. And then when you get off, you already tired. You're exhausted. You don't want to do much. You just want to, like, you know, chill, kick back. That's all, like, it's part of Esau's witchcraft, so that you don't want to do anything else but just wake up and go repeat the same cycle.
Yeah.
You know.
Slave.
Yeah, pretty much to be a content slave. That's how he sets it up. All right, but now it's to the points where people can't even be content slaves anymore because the amounts you're getting paid isn't enough to take care of you or your family. You know, especially if you're having children. That's like a huge another bill. If you making like 30,000 a year, that's definitely not cutting it. You know. You ain't getting that ain't like, you know, you ain't gonna be able to sustain yourself or your family. Yet it all goes back to the so-called white man setting it up like this, to where you have to struggle and think about all these things in your life instead of just living life and serving Yah Bashem Yahushai. You know, it's supposed to be that simple. You just live off the land. You have your cattle. Or you bartering with other people, other nations or whatnot. Nobody, you know, it's rare for people that struggle for food. Yet, also the way that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai set up, even if it was homeless people, they would be able to go and still find food to eat, even though they were homeless, so to speak.
Right.
And now you see, look at the way it's set up in Esau society. The homeless people are doing what? Just causing more hell in society.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being off drugs, drunk, all right, pissing and shitting in the streets. This whole place just has it's just perverse and it's through, you know,
Okay.
and it's only going to continue to wax worse and worse as this place continues to go on. That's why ultimately it's just it gotta go, you know.
Okay.
And 2/3 are people, y'all that want to stay here and really just continue to suffer and to watch our people suffer. You know, you gotta go too. How can you enjoy your life when it's not set up for you to enjoy it? You know.
Yep. I got this real fast. This is Psalm 82:5. It says, "They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course."
Yeah, all the foundations of the earth are out of course, like I was mentioning. You know, you read the scriptures and you never read anybody working a 9 to 5. Or even though they were working for somebody else, they would do the work, yet it was set up in a structured manner, you know. As far as like I was saying, if you a person that actually had a plot of land and everything else, your job was you taking care of your plot of land, you taking care of your family, your animals, you know, those all those normal things, the necessities. Yet you were good. You know, you didn't have to worry about, oh, I gotta pay this bill, I gotta pay that bill, I'm getting taxed, I gotta pay gas, bridge toll. You didn't have to worry about none of that, man. Everything was more simple, you know,
Yep.
more efficient and simple. Cause you know, sticking to the basics, you know, that's better. All right, cause look at Esau how he did it. When instead of using horses and everything, what does he want to do? Use cars. They polluting the air. You gotta pay gas. You gotta get tuned up on your cars. You gotta do all this stuff to be mobile, so to speak. All right, just to get around. All right, all the foundations of the earth are out of course, man. You gotta here it is. You got a fucking you got a water system in your house. Yeah, you can't even drink the damn water because it's polluted. You gotta actually go buy clean water to drink. You can't even drink water from your own house. All right, in the ancient times, you had a well with clean water. You could just go out and drink. You didn't have to buy no gallon of water or no filter water, no water purifier or nothing like that. You didn't have to go to a store to buy meat. You just walk to walk to your cattle and just slaughter one of the animals you want to eat or whatever. You didn't have to, and it would be fresh that day. You didn't have to worry about it being fake meat or meat glue in there or some other weird shit that Esau be doing. All right, everything is out of course here. All right, the whole earth is really. And all thanks to who? Esau, man. And everybody is slowly coming to the realization that he is the problem. Because it's been so many years, everybody been protesting, complaining about this, and then another thing come up they complaining about. And when ultimately it just comes down to the point where you just got to point the finger at one person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's Esau. Because you can sit here, everybody can look at each other like, oh, you did this, you did that. Well, who set it up for it to be like this? Ultimately, you know, that's what it comes down to.
Yep. Who has the actual power to change things? You know, they always want to. Oh yeah, you can elect. That's how they got that monkey that had my Obama in office. You know, that clown. He came in off his whole campaign was what? Hope, change. You know, a change you can believe in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's the point being. Who has power to change things? The Red Hebrew Edomite. He has the money. You have the influence. Your laws. All right, it's your call.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But of course he's not going to do that because this is exactly how He want things to be, man. All right.
Yeah.
You and that's good because ultimately this is how Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai wants things to be. Because all Esau is doing is fulfilling the will of the Heavenly Father on the left hand side, and he's on his way out of here. I got this right here. This is Sirach, no, Apocrypha, Sirach chapter 10, verse 4. It says, "The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
and in due time He will set over it one that is profitable."
Yeah, and right now it's clearly it's not one. It's not one that's set up that's profitable right now.
Mm-hmm.
But in due time, the Lord is going to do that, and that's after this place is destroyed.
Yep.
Because He set up the basis of men to rule right now, and you see how how everything is ran when you have the basis man on earth ruling the earth.
Yeah, you have a child running a corporation. You know what I mean? A child in a position of power. Hey man, that's room for chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what we have going on here today. Esau being a fucking a relentless ass demonic ass child, man. How does that movie it's a lot of movies and little devils. Damn, it escaped me. A lot of Emite movies with the little kids or whatever, but they're all like just demonic ass.
Home Alone.
Yeah, Home Alone. The other one escaped me. I think the one with the beans. I forgot. Dennis the Menace.
Mm-hmm.
Little guy. These are Edomites, man, and this is the guy that you have ruling the world today, man. All right. But guess what? Not for too long. All right. Like the scriptures say, same after the 24th chapter. The Lord is cutting the time short. Least there be no flesh to be saved.
Yep.
Esau, he'll destroy everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord is cutting the time short. All right. For the elect's sake, that is as well. Cause the rest of you people, you're just gonna die regardless. You 2/3, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans that love it here so much, don't want to be demons. All right. Don't want to. Hey man, you want to live life how you want to live it, man. Guess what? You're gonna die that same way. All right. You're gonna die in this land that you love so much. All right. Esau, you going down. You can't stop this. None of you people can stop this. This prophecy just beyond you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You can't stop World War III. All right. The RFID microchip is funny. Over here in San Francisco, all right. They saying this is the I guess the first city in the U.S. that they're banning facial recognition. Here it is. They trying to stop the so-called New World Order. Yeah. Ultimately, what? The preparations of the Charagma, the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip. What else were they stopping to do? I believe they banned
the cashless stores.
See, they trying to stop that shit out in Frisco, man. But guess what? You can't stop prophecy. All right, trying to offset prophecy, man. This thing gonna happen, regardless. It's happening. Romans 3:3. What if some did not believe? All right, it's just silly. You see things like that. These so-called peace talks. I believe they're having these different rulers. Okay, Putin and all of them. They're meeting up. All right, like they usually do. Nothing ever gets solved. You can't stop what's written, man. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll bring this out and we can wrap up.
Okay.
It's Matthew 24, which, as you mentioned, in 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
That's right, man. That's the reluctant part about it, man. These days are being shortened. All right, cool. you look at things and you be like, damn, man, it's just getting worse. Things are getting more wicked, evil.
It's wild.
It's really crazy, man. And it's all it's prophecy. The Lord says it's going to happen. It's literally happening. Yet the flip side is that what the Lord is speeding the time. The Lord is cutting the time short
Mm-hmm.
for the elect's sake, man. You know, Yahweh Ratazah, from our apostle elders on down, we are of that number. You know, that's what we're striving for. You know, we're hastening the day. We're sighing and crying. You know, everybody else is cool. They're cool with it. Niggas are cool with this shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're actually mad about us not being cool with it.
Yeah. Hey man, to hell with them. You know.
You know. Yeah.
This thing, hey man, the Lord hey, the Lord is cooking, man. The Lord is working.
Mm-hmm.
Things is happening, all right, and we almost out of here, man. The Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you know.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is almost over, man. This fucking this horror movie, you know, this nightmare, all right.
Yep.
You know, just we just have to just hold it down. You know what I mean? Maintain and keep enduring just a bit more. You know.
Mm-hmm.
just a little bit more. All right, we got the last few prophecies thereof. You know, and this is the year of Karagma, man.
Yep.
You know, Lord's will, this can very well be the last year, if not the next. You know, we're still gonna hasten the day, man.
Yep.
We're still gonna
We know-
maintain our faith
Yep.
and stay on our watch, man. Ain't nothing changed.
Mm-hmm.
Prophecy's still gonna happen. You know what I mean? What's the difference? You just gonna say something like?
Oh no, I was just gonna say we know what prophecies to look out for.
Exactly.
You know,
Beautiful.
like you were saying, even though if this year ain't the year that it happens, man, at the end of the day, we know America ain't gonna be here forever.
For real.
Regardless if this the year or the next year ain't the year or whatever.
It ain't
you
no
know,
it ain't
we
no way
don't-
you can.
It ain't no way this place is going on forever.
You can-
Period.
Exactly.
You know, at the end of the day, because that's why the scriptures say what it says right here. Because if it was to go on, what's going to happen? Everybody would die regardless. So this
Mhm.
place can't go on. You know.
Yep.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he ain't going to allow it to go on to the point to where that would actually happen. Because if the world would continue, that's what actually would happen. You know, everybody would die. Yet, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he's not going to let it go that far. He's going to intervene.
Spirit.
You know.
Yep.
That's why, period, this Esau doesn't have that long. All right. He has this appointed time where he's going to go down. Now, we don't know that said day. You know, yet we know the prophecies to look out for.
Mm-hmm.
And we see that we only have a few prophecies left.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so with that, you know, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying.
Okay.
We want to give all praises again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, and shalom to all the Akim out there preaching his word in true sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.